so like I was saying, the first thing to do is set up hotkeys. The default lock hotkey is control. You can hold control and you can lock someone in space, in broadcast, or on your overview. So Frank, can you broadcast for Shield, please? So in space, on the overview, or most importantly, in your broadcast window. That's where you can lock. Now, to set your broadcast window up correctly, as a logistics pilot, you want to click in the top left-hand corner of your fleet window and open up your broadcast settings, and you want to remove broadcast target. That way, you will not accidentally heal a hostile fleet, or hostile ship. Likewise, if you are a damaged ship and not a logistics ship, you want to check the target and you want to uncheck the broadcasts. And that's really easy to do. So one thing that we want to do is that when a broadcast comes in and you've activated on it, etc., you want to keep clearing the history, and that way it's easier to manage. And when a new broadcast appears, it becomes really easy to see. Now, another hotkey that you want to set is the unlock target hotkey. So if you press escape, go to shortcuts, go to combat, it is the second from the bottom. I currently have mine set to T, which is by default show info, but that's a useless hotkey, so I remapped it to unlock target because you want to be able to quickly hold a hotkey to unlock someone. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock all of you up, and I'm going to shoot at you guys, and what you're going to do is broadcast for reps. Now, does anybody not know how to broadcast?
I'm pretty clear on it.
Balama, do you know how to broadcast for reps? Okay, so there's two ways to broadcast for reps. The first way is your fleet history tab. So fleet window, history tab, this is your broadcast history. At the bottom of it, you should see a shield with a plus sign that says Frank Nardu needs shield. And on the far right of that, there's two little arrows pointing up. If you click that, it will expand, and there are buttons here. So you can press, need armor, need shield, etc., and you can click on it. There you go. So now that you've done that, that's the first way to broadcast for shields. So we're going to stick with that right now. At the end of this tutorial, I'm going to show you where to set up your hotkeys. So get ready, get your mouse ready over that to broadcast for hotkeys. Everybody clear your events. Now is when you broadcast. Immediately. You're taking damage, you broadcast. Now you just want to make sure you broadcast once. Now Frank's taking a little bit of damage and he's broadcast for reps, so make sure you lock him up and rep him. Remember, clear your history after you action on a broadcast. Clear your history and it keeps it easier to manage.
So how exactly do you broadcast again?
So you broadcast in two ways. The first way, and the way that you will be doing this after this tutorial, is by setting hotkeys. And the other way is if you are looking in your fleet window, looked in the history tab, and this is the broadcast history at the very bottom. Expand the menu out, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 buttons down here of broadcast that you can just left click.
Okay, yeah, I see that now.
Good. You see that? Excellent.
Yeah.
So generally, what we want to do is as soon as you take damage, you want to broadcast. and the reason why is that there is the potential for a lot of incoming damage, and your compadres in their logistics ships may not already have you locked. So you are going to want to give them as much time as possible to save you. So sometimes, and even in larger fleets, when there's like many hostiles, as soon as a whole bunch of people yellow box you, get ready, and a few seconds have gone by, maybe one of your friends is getting shot at right now. As soon as someone starts shooting at you, immediately broadcast.
I went ahead and pinned it below my overview.
You did what?
I pinned the broadcast history of the fleet sheet right below my overview.
Aha, right on. Okay, so do you get the idea now?
Yeah, so as soon as I take damage, I want to hit my broadcast shield, then somebody should be able to heal me up.
Exactly. Like that. You take some damage, you broadcast, you immediately get reps. What up? Alright, so let's are there any questions? Are we straightforward at this point?
Yeah, that seems pretty straightforward.
Excellent. Alright, so let's press escape, and then go to shortcuts, and then go to navigation subtab. Now, broadcast, this is where the broadcasts are set up. So I currently have need armor at Control-Alt-A, need capacitor, Control-Alt-C, and need shield at Control-S. This is what I've had for a while, and I'm comfortable with this. So for you guys, make sure you set broadcast need shield and broadcast need armor, at the very least these two. Set them to something that you can remember, set them to something that you're comfortable with, and then practice and make sure you remember, because these two broadcasts are going to save your life. Any questions?
No, that seems to work for me.
Cool. How about that?